Let's go to an academic conference in Madrid. Hi, this is Sara Jaksola. I'm a PhD student from Finland, though residing in China for the past 14 years. Come along with me on this trip to Madrid, where I participated in my very first international conference, PLL5, the Psychology of Language Learning. Late Monday evening, I landed in Madrid and took the local transportation to my hostel. As when I was booking this conference trip, I wasn't sure if I'm gonna get funding or not. I tried to book the cheapest accommodation with a private room that I could find in Madrid, which led me to this room for 420 euros for 6 nights. At the end, I was lucky to get funding for half of the conference fees. On the very first day, on Tuesday morning, I wanted to go check on the locations of the conference, as it was first time for me to go to Spain, first time in Madrid, first time attending an international conference. I wanted to make sure that I can find the university among this beautiful field of flowers. While I was sightseeing in Madrid on Tuesday, I was getting just a little bit nervous of attending my first conference, going there all by myself, meeting all of those researchers whose papers and articles I have been reading for the past couple of years. But most of all, I was very excited to take this step as a PhD student. On Wednesday, it was time for the pre-conference event. One of the best parts of the whole wheel actually, as we had smaller amount of participants and more time for reflection and discussion and sharing. We had inspiring talks by the top researchers on the field of psychology of language learning. An interview from Rebecca Oxford, Emma Ushioda talking about the importance of qualitative research in language learning, and a very inspiring talk by Gary Barkhuizen about narrative inquiry, something that my supervisor has been talking a lot about, but I only learned what it actually means during this conference. It was very nice to participate in the pre-conference event to get a feeling and a soft start on what international conferences are all about, and to see how others were presenting their conference posters. This gave me more ideas on how I could prepare for my poster presentation the next day. Hi, it's the morning of the first day of the conference. Yesterday was the pre-conference event in the city center of Madrid. After seeing such excellent poster yesterday, I'm not sure if I'm less nervous or more nervous to present my own poster today, but nevertheless I'm very excited to kickstart with everyone the very first official day of the Psychology of Language Learning Conference number 5 here in Madrid, Spain. So the next couple of days are really going to be jam-packed of interesting talks, workshops, information, posters, get-togethers, drinks, dinners, and so on. Really from morning until night if you want to participate in everything. For me, coming from China and traveling quite a far distance, I'm definitely trying to participate as much as possible. But it's now going to be the start of the very first day. So let's go inside to have a look. From the very first day of the actual conference, I knew this was truly a conference for me, someone studying and researching language learning motivation. There wouldn't be a better conference to start with and to continue with. The whole day was full of so many interesting speeches and talks and presentations. It was actually hard to decide on which room to step into and which researchers to go and listen to. Such an amazing day. Thursday, May 16 was also the day that I would have my poster presentation. Very first poster presentation during my PhD program. Well, basically ever. And I was a little bit nervous perhaps the day before, because at the pre-conference event I had seen so many amazing posters and great presentations, and in some way it got me a little bit more relaxed. I knew what to expect, what kind of questions people might be asking, but it also got me a little bit more nervous as well, as everyone was doing so great. But when it came down to start my poster presentation, I really didn't have too much time to be nervous about it. I put up my poster there and started to explain it. When the poster presentation started, I suddenly felt quite natural, and I was thinking, this is my research. I know it, no one would know it more than I do. I was happy to have so many people to be interested in my poster and come and see it and discuss and ask follow-up questions. The best part about poster presentations truly is that there is enough time for that discussion and reflecting and just talking with other researchers. Now it's the second day of the PLL5 conference, and after I already presented my poster yesterday, now I can just relax and enjoy everyone else's presentations and posters and all the discussions. I'm again on my way to the campus, almost there. Let's see what we are going to learn today. Friday, the second day of the actual conference, was again an exciting day from morning till evening of interesting presentations, keynote speakers and scientific posters, followed by a lovely dinner at the Indian restaurant in Madrid with more interesting discussions and ways to connect with other researchers on this field. Saturday was time for the third day and the final day of the conference. The quality of the presentation stayed high until the very end of the conference. In the end, it was the time to hear the final plenary speaker, a distinguished scholar in our field, and to find out where the next conference is going to be.
It's really fun on the last day of the conference.
So where will we be in PLL6? Welcome to Turku University.
So it's Sunday now, it's my last day in Madrid, so it's a good time to recap a little bit of the past week of attending the conference of psychology of language learning. This was an unforgettable experience as a second-year PhD student to attend my very first international conference, and the whole week was just being in this, research bubble of second language learning and motivation and engagement and mindset, all of the topics that inspire me and excite me. There were many inspiring talks and presentations that really influenced me, and most likely is going to influence my research as well. But most importantly, I cherish all the people that I met during that week in Madrid. I can't wait to see which conference I'm able to attend next. Thank you so much for watching this video, and see you in the next one.